Live second-half coverage coming up of the other semi-final playoff from the county ground. Let's just take a check there on the teams first of all. First, Swindon, and manager Glenn Hoddle has had to put all the speculation about him taking charge of Chelsea or Spurs to one side and concentrate on the playoff. He plays, but there's no place in the starting lineup for either Mickey Hazard or striker Steve White. They're the Swindon substitutes today. Tranmere have Eric Nixon back in goal after injury, and John Morrissey replaces Dave Martindale in the number 7 shirt. Top scorer John Aldridge, though, will fancy his chances of scoring. He got 2 at Swindon earlier in the season, only to have the goals wiped out when floodlight failure caused the game to be abandoned. Well, we'll be crossing live to the county ground in just a moment, but first of all, let's take a look at the first half highlights. Your commentators there are John Sillett and Alan Parry.
We get underway with Swindon, all in red, attacking from left to right. Tranmere Rovers in their change strip of all blue. And the first long ball from Dave Higgins, one of 2 very big centre-backs in this Tranmere lineup. Basically a 4-4-2 formation, Tranmere play, but the accent always on attacking football. Here's Summerby for Swindon. It's a decent cross to the near post. It's an own goal! What a tragic start for Steve Vickers. What a marvellous start for Swindon. Well, that's really fired up the home crowd now, and Swindon buzzing here. And Vickers, again, rather uncertain with that cross, and the shot almost comes to Mitchell. It's another goal! Incredible! 2 goals in less than a minute for Swindon. The cross goes in high, and Aldridge is there. It's a goal! But no, the referee has immediately cancelled it out.
Cross comes in here, and you'll see Aldridge go up here. Here it climbs now, and he just gets up on his back and heads it in there. A lot of referees would have given it, but he was in the perfect position to see it.
Mistake there by Vickers again, and Mitchell is through and onside. Maskell!
That's good.
It's 3.
Yes, an astonishing first half at the county ground. 3-0 the half-time score. The second half is just underway. Let's now go to the county ground. Commentators John Sillett and Alan Parry.
Defence. The back 5, if you count Hoddle, has had a touch of the ball in this attack. And they finally got a throw-in out of it.
The support's there, the ability to just pass the simple ball and not to be panicked or rushed. You keep your composure, you just get it under control and knock it easy. It's lovely to watch.
I've watched them a few times, even in training, Swindon. They enjoy the game, and they'll enjoy that mistake, which has given Moncur possession. Good challenge by Higgins to win it back. But you can tell even from their training sessions at Swindon, the emphasis is always on passing the ball and running and moving, as John Sillett has been saying, and enjoying playing. It's something that's perhaps lost at a lot of clubs, that simple phrase. I'm sure they even actually look forward to coming into training here, and I wouldn't think there are too many clubs where you could say that.
No, that's true. I'll vote for that. But the lovely thing is they've got the freedom to do it. You know, it's all right. A lot of managers and coaches say, oh, we believe in playing football, but they obviously get the freedom here. You know, John Gorman and Glenn must say to them, well, go out and enjoy it, play, don't panic. If you make a mistake, so what?
Here's Kenny Irons for Tranmere. Aldridge! That was almost a spectacular effort, well blocked. Ling with a lovely layoff. Maskell couldn't get it under control. Now helps it on. Bodin takes on Nolan's. Big and strong when he goes forward as well. Bodin. Excellent vision. And a good little knockback by Summerby to Hoddle. It's lovely stuff again from Swindon. Big Mitchell is out there on the right and takes it in his stride. Did well, did brilliantly. Ling missed it completely, and so did Nolan. Danger still. Bodin picks out Moncur. Nice control, but not a very nice ball.
Now that was superb skill there by Mitchell out wide, but the weight of pass from Glenn Hoddle, he put enough weight on it so that Mitchell could just get the control first time and go by the fullback. There it is there. Mitchell's brilliant touch, brilliant control, is positive, just gets beyond, uses his arm, gets across his opponent and just slides a lovely ball in there. Just really, Ling nearly had the touch, and that Bodin was just sitting back a little bit thinking it wasn't going to come, and they always do. Take the chance and get in on the end of it.
Monco takes it on his chest. Well played. Well played. Good ball. Mitchell sets it up for McLaren. Well, I would have thought McLaren would have got that on target, actually, because he does hit the ball sweetly. He hasn't scored this season, and a bit rusty, the old shooting boots.
John McCurr, super skill in midfield. He got the ball under control. He looked up. There was nobody easy to give it to, so he had to use his skill, beat a couple of opponents, and then play a lovely ball with the outside of his foot wide to Dave Mitchell. Excellent football, good skill.
Brannan for Tranmere. The long ball for Proctor, labouring a little bit to get to it. Throw in to Swindon. It's traditional at this time of the year for successful clubs to get in the recording studios and bring out a record. Swindon did that recently. It's called Up Where We Belong, and a lot of people watching them today will believe that their brand of football does belong at the highest level of the game, and that is the Premier League. And I think they would grace the Premier League with their attitude, which is all created, of course, by this man. The big question Swindon fans are wondering is, will Glenn Hoddle still be here? A lot of rumours linking him with Chelsea, and should there be managerial changes at Tottenham Hotspur, it would be inevitable the speculation would link him with that job as well. Glenn Hoddle is at the moment concentrating on the job in hand, though, and that's getting Swindon Town into the Premier League.
If I was a director of one of the top clubs in England, I'd be looking at him closely and saying, yeah, this has got to be the man for me, because this is the way football should be played in any league. And what he's brought here to the crowd is tremendous. You know, you can hear them singing. They're getting carried away now at the moment, but at the same time, it's wonderful to watch.
And in all the praise we're dishing out for Swindon, let us not underplay the role being played here by Tranmere, still trying to play their football as well. There's an injury which will cause a stoppage here. I think it's Proctor, is it, who's gone down there?
He's just got a knee in the thigh. They're very sore. Get one of those, and they call it a dead leg. And if it goes dead, you've got a job to get it moving, get it running again, and it makes life very difficult, especially when you're 3-0 down, Alan. They hurt twice as much.
We should remind some of our younger fans, or those with short memory, that 3 years ago Swindon got to the finals of the playoffs and played Sunderland. The attention of the football world at the time was probably on the World Cup, which was taking place that summer. Swindon beat Sunderland 1-0 at Wembley, should have been promoted into what was then the First Division, but the FA and the Football League carried out checks on their books, and financial irregularities meant that Swindon were kept down in the division in which they were already playing. So they were denied promotion, nothing to do with the players out on the park, but by what had happened behind the scenes. And since then, of course, the administration here has changed, the team has changed, the manager's changed. And the whole town is buzzing with thoughts.
Aldridge is arguing there. It was an elbow there, and the referee should have spoke to him. The linesman saw it. It was very close, and the Swindon players are having a go at Aldridge. Just keep your elbows down, John. No need to do that.
Yes, a bit of frustration creeping in now in Tranmere's play. Goal kick. The crowd taunting John Aldridge. He's looking up his record this morning. He scored 66 goals in 95 games since joining Tranmere. Amazing. 35 now, John Aldridge. Still as lethal as anyone in the business.
Well, we've seen a couple of chances that have come across the box to him. One, the header, where I just felt that he got his arm on the back of the opponent, and the other one was the overhead attempt at a strike at target.
There's a good ball to release Morrissey. Aldridge wanted it played in quickly. Morrissey tries a shot, and it's a brilliant shot at that, and Tranmere have pulled one back 12 minutes into the second half.
Yes, Johnny Morrissey came inside, he gets the ball onto his left foot, and Aldridge was just having a go at him at not playing the cross early off his right foot. He comes inside, here he is, he gets it on his left foot, when he turns inside here, is John Aldridge just waiting for it, and he looks up and he bends one with his left foot right round the corner, and Fraser Digby, no chance for me. The defenders were having a bit of a go at him, but he comes inside, looks up and curls a wicked shot right into the far corner. Great strike. That's made a game of it.
It certainly has. Brilliant effort by Morrissey. The rain falls heavily now at the county ground, and suddenly there's a different complexion on this match. Swindon Town 3, Tranmere Rovers 1, and that goal might be what Tranmere need to fire them into life, but the way Swindon are playing, they're playing so well, I wouldn't discount them getting further goals in this game, but it's certainly going to hearten Tranmere.
Well, what it will do is pick up John King on the line. You know, he'll say, well, at least we needed that goal badly, and we're back in the game.
They made another mistake, and Mitchell couldn't capitalise.
But it could also be the spur. There's John there. Doesn't he look well? He's 3-1 down.
Hoddle. Foul.
But it may be the spur that Swindon need, actually, because they've got to be looking now to get forward and play, and to think the game's not finished. The game's just starting for them again, and they've got to pick up their game and get with it and get men forward and play the way they can play and know how to play, is going forward. That's the only way Swindon can play. They can't sit back and defend at the moment. They've got to look to go forward. That's their strength. Play to your strengths.
I know John Aldridge is unsettling Swindon at the moment. There's a few verbal battles going on between him and some of the Swindon defenders. The crowd on Aldridge's back as well, but they don't want to let that disturb their concentration, Swindon. Here's Morrissey, scorer of the Tranmere goal. Throw into Swindon.
He just took a kick at Glenn Hoddle there. It's him and Glenn having a bit of go. You know, between them they should know better. They're old enough, wise enough now. Here's the goal again coming up. Left foot bends it round. It's a superb strike, a wonderful strike. No way can you blame your goalkeeper for that. So that's a dream goal. That's one, you know, I've dreamed of scoring many times, but I can assure you now, he will love that, Johnny Morrissey.
Incidentally, the referees just had a word with Hoddle and Aldridge about their little set-to. Now, Vickers, the game he's had, will be panicking a bit here and wanted help from goalkeeper Eric Nixon, and got it. Still half an hour to go in this game. Still plenty to happen. 3-1 now, the score in Swindon's favour. Next goal could be absolutely critical here. Imagine if Tranmere got it to bring it back to 3-2. What a difference that would make. But if Swindon get it, well, let's see. Mitchell giving it away to Higgins. The rain really lashing down now.
Well, Mitchell was expecting Bowden to go there, but he didn't quite make the run. He stood and watched. It would have been a good ball otherwise.
Bit tight in there for Tranmere, and sometimes they're their own worst enemies defensively. They've been a bit sloppy at the back in their distribution. Bowden. Good ball, Monker. Maskell. Now, he needed to get hold of that there, Maskell. This is a time when Swindon must get hold of the ball. Digby kicks it upfield, and Mitchell was still yards offside. New urgency about Tranmere now, John. Yep.
Yeah, they've got the ball down and played it and got away on with the game. That's what they've got to be doing. They've got to quicken up the pace of the game, the tempo of the game, and it's things like that that will make it happen.
Here goes Maskell through the middle, but Nixon first to reach it.
I wish more teams would pick that up. You know, let's get the game flowing. Let's get it going. The quicker you can do things and do them correctly, the better it is for your side, because the opponent's just like that little breather, and you're not giving them that time to recover and to get things sorted out.
The ball knocked forward by Brennan, and Morrissey's onside. If his first touch had just been a little bit better there, then Tranmere might have had their second goal.
Brannan gave a great ball. He looked up, he's good control, and it was a great run from Morrissey. Look at the weight of that ball. Perfection. Just his touch, it just went away from him. Unlucky, unfortunate, but come on, Swindon, the bell's ringing. Take notice of it.
Well done there, Fraser Digby for Swindon as well. Brave to go at Morrissey's feet. He had to. Nolan gets it forward for Tranmere. Proctor. Aldridge. Brannan. Maskell did well there. Good work again from Brannan. Taylor with a towering clearance. Only as far as Nolan, though. Tranmere have the upper hand now in terms of possession. No doubt about it. Nevin. He's given it away to Hobb. Can they use this chance to break here with Ling? Good challenge by Vickers. Morrison. His goal has given Tranmere hope. Nevin. Malcolm. Foul by Colin Calderwood.
You know, this is a good spell now being put on by Tranmere. They've had a lot of the ball, they're playing it well, they look aggressive still in their play, they've got the will now to go forward and try and get that break which they're looking for badly. But at the same time, I'm looking at Nevin, Aaron, and Nevin's not showing, not wanting the ball. Even at this stage when they're playing well.
Free kick to Tranmere Rovers, they're 3-1 behind. Goes in flat to Nevin. Back again to Brannan, and it came off the Swindon defender. Tranmere's throw. Nevin. Well, he did well to set up the chance of a cross, but didn't deliver it too accurately.
That's just not him, is it, really? The Nevin we know is a player that takes people on, gets good crosses in, looking for half chances round about the box. He just doesn't look as though he's got that spark in him at the moment. I'm sure his mate Vickers hasn't at the back.
Hoddle did well then, it was an awkward ball to clear. 25 minutes to go here at the county ground, and I'm sure not too many people will be switching over or taking the dog for a walk. It's been a splendid game, this, and I feel there's quite a bit more drama to unfold as yet. 3-1 to Swindon, the score. Hoddle, the player manager, finds Ling. Dispossessed by Irons, and then Proctor takes over. Malkin. Odin's clearance. Vickers. Aldridge. Taken off him by Taylor. Moncur with a splendid ball there, outside of the foot. Maskell. McLaren. Good ball. Bodin. Mitchell ready for the cross if it comes in, and it does, but it eludes him. Nevin.
Swindon needed that move. They needed to keep hold of the ball and keep possession for a spell. They've been under the collar a little bit.
We've got 2 against 1 here suddenly, Tranmere. But when the one is Colin Calderwood, who is so cool the other players call him the fridge, it's not really a problem.
Great name though, Alan, isn't it?
Lovely footballer, takes everything in his calm stride. That's a useful looking cross though. Well, he worked hard there, Morrissey, to reach that. And didn't get the corner he was looking for.
Yeah, he was definitely looking for a corner there. He's hoping to play it against the opponent's legs and get the corner. But at the same time, he is looking, he's working hard, Morrissey. He's putting in the commitment, and he is a threat. Swindon got to be aware of him and just say, right, I'd be inclined to say, if I was Glenn Hoddle, get hold of Bowden and say, right, let's shut Morrissey out for 10 minutes. Get tied on him, get him out of the game.
Aldridge did well. Morrison swings it in high towards Malkin, far post. Well taken though by Fraser Digby. You feel the game is at a very critical point now, midway through the second half. As I was mentioning earlier, John, the next goal really could be so critical.
Yes, it's a wonderful stage. You know, both sides now, with that goal for Tranmere, has put them really in the driver's seat in a way, because Swindon now are struggling to get back in the game, struggling to get hold of the ball, and it's made a better game of it in many ways. I'd sooner see two sides having a go at going forward, whereas Tranmere died a little up to that point until they got the goal. Now they've got a lot more spark and a lot more fire, and it causing Swindon a lot more problems. Interesting stage. If there's a goal comes now for Tranmere, you wouldn't like to back who's going to go up. Well, not who's going to go up, who's going to go to Wembley.
This is Ling. Hooks it forward for Maskell to chase. Brannan is there ahead of him, though. Very good play. Gets it back from his goalkeeper. And again, excellent control. Nevin to Proctor. That's a foul. Free kick to Tranmere Rovers.
Brennan's been very impressive. He's composed on the ball. He's got that ability to beat a man when somebody closes in quickly. He can beat a man. He's wrong-footed, really. He's a right-footed player naturally, playing at left back, but at the same time, he will take it on his left and play it off his left foot. He's had an impressive match.
Oh, it's been a fascinating game, this. Wasn't a very good free kick. Moncur got it away, but only as far as Nolan, who gets it back from Morrissey. Now Morrissey again. I can see what he was trying to backheel it to Nolan, didn't come off. And there's a real scrap going on in the penalty area involving Owen Calderwood, and I think it was Nevin of all people, was it?
No, it's Malkin.
Certainly the referee's called Nevin to one side, and there's another little contretemps going on. Oh, the referee's trying to sort that one out.
I think Calderwood's being accused of elbowing Malkin in the mouth.
Well, certainly in any boxing contest, Calderwood would be the heavyweight and Nevin the featherweight, and now Malkin's getting his ticking off as well. Pound for pound, he might be able to trade the odd punch with Colin Calderwood. I'm not making light of this little incident, but I don't think it was any more than the usual handbags at 5 paces, and the referee's dealt with it sensibly. Well done, Alan Gunn. No need to flash yellow cards around.
Here it is, there's a replay of it now, just going on, a little kerfuffle in there. They walk in, he may have just put his head there. He threatened with his head, Calderwood. He was silly if he did. But it's been going on for the last 25 minutes.
Swindon having trouble getting out of their half at the moment. Brannan, Vickers. It's a good layoff back to Brannan from Nevin. On it goes to Aldridge. Proctor. Nevin takes over. This is Kenny Irons. He dwelt a little too long on that, but the referee has given the free kick for the challenge by Ross McLaren.
Alan, you've got to be following the ball. Unfortunately, I can just watch things off the ball, and there's a lot going on off the ball. There's a lot of elbows going into stomachs and into faces. Silly, really, but they're just trying to get Swindon at it, and it could be working. Swindon wants to be composed, and let's get Calderwood be in the fridge and just keep ice cool, son, would be my advice.
Anyway, Tranmere have a free kick, and they're 3-1 down. Morrissey, the man poised over the ball, though he had a second thought then. And finally the shot was straight into the wall from Irons. Hoddle comes out with the ball. And then a good ball for Ling. No, he's just too far ahead of him. Nolan did well to find Nevin. Hoddle there to clear it. But it's still all Tranmere Rovers at the moment. Now Swindon have it back with Summerby. There's a slightly tricky ball for Digby. Taken beautifully by Higgins on the chest. Brannan finding Morris, who's switched from right wing to left. This is Irons again. Tranmere dominating at the moment. Swindon need a bit of a break here. They need an attack. That'll do. Hoddle's giving it away, so you can tell things aren't going too well for Swindon. Scoreline's not too bad though. They still lead 3-1.
Yeah, the surprise is the two front men of Swindon now have gone and played out wide on the fullbacks, as if they're more worried about the fullbacks breaking at them than they are receiving the ball. You want to be able to keep the ball at this stage and get a bit of build-up going.
Here goes Malkin, and it took an interception by Hoddle at the expense of a corner to stop him in full flight there. Tranmere are about to make a substitution, I think. Tommy Coyne, the former Celtic player, Scottish international, and the club's record signing is going to replace, by the looks of it, Pat Nevin, number 10. No great surprise that, really. Nevin's had an ineffectual game, and Tommy Coyne is a dangerous player, as Swindon will be aware.
Well, it doesn't surprise us, but looking at Coyne, he looks another big lad that Swindon got to deal with.
Tranmere's corner, 16 minutes to go. Wasn't a good corner, but it's escaped the defenders. Proctor. Morrissey tries to go round Mitchell, and Mitchell's brought him down.
There's no good arguing Mitchell. It was a foul, you know. The linesman's right on it. The referee's given it. Get on with the game.
Morrissey's kick, it's a dangerous one, and it was flicked away by Brannan. Swindon will be concerned that he was able to win that, but fortunately for them, the header was well wide, and I think the referee might have given a free kick there anyway. I think. Yes, he has. There's a foul in the box.
Yeah, at this stage, Swindon look as though they're just a little bit tired, a little bit rattled, I would say would be the right word for, you know, Tranmere have really put them under pressure, and they're falling for it. They've now got to get the ball down and start playing. The midfield has just got to settle and say, let's start passing it around again. Let's do what we're good at.
Here's Hoddle, who's just signalled to John Gorman on the bench, so I think we might be about to see a Swindon substitution. Quarter of an hour to go. Swindon lead 3-1, but Tranmere have dominated this second half. And Swindon keep giving it away now. It's most unlike them.
Yes, this isn't their way of playing. Normally they like to knock it around, as we've seen today. They're brilliant when they get the short passing game going. They've got to get back to that. They're looking to penetrate too much from too far away.
Malkin went in with the elbow on Hoddle then. There was no question of that offence. And now they are making their substitution, Swindon. And it's the experienced 34-year-old Steve White, former Luton and Charlton player, who is replacing top scorer Craig Maskell. Just under a quarter of an hour for him to try and make an impact.
I think it's a fresh pair of legs, because looked as though Maskell was just running out of a bit of steam. He's done a lot of wonderful running up front. He's chased every ball he's had to and worked very, very hard.
Well, you'll have to be full of praise for the way Tranmere Rovers have equipped themselves after the shock of going 2 behind so early and then eventually 3 behind. They really have come back into this match splendidly.
That's all credit to Johnny King. You know, he's obviously gone in at half-time and said, come on, boys, we're not going to come to Swindon and die. You've got to get off your backsides and you've got to work very, very hard to get a result. And at the moment, they haven't got the result they'd hoped for, but at the same time, they're coming away with some credit.
Swindon Town 3, Tranmere Rovers 1. Remember, this is only the first leg. They play again at Tranmere on Wednesday night. And away goals, incidentally, can count in these playoffs, so Tranmere's goal could be doubly valuable for them if it's needed. Away goals only come into play at the end of extra time, should the aggregate scores be level after the 90 minutes of the second leg. Hope I've made that clear. Higgins with the long ball forward. Aldridge scrapping away with Calderwood. It's
been a good battle up there, Calderwood and Aldridge.
Clock ticks on, 13 minutes remaining. Morrissey, the Tranmere goal scorer, launches the throw. Hoddle gets it away. Irons wins it back for Tranmere. Now Nolan. Morrissey, good football again. Nolan. It was a strange effort, and it almost sneaked through to Aldridge. But Swindon just cannot get out of their own half. Now they might. Taylor. They still can't.
I was just looking at Martin Ling. He's got his socks down, and that looks a little bit tired. He's had a very hard season. He does a lot of wonderful running for the side, and I just wondered if the time would come there to bring Mickey Hazard on and stick him in the midfield and say, Mickey, you just get hold of it and knock it about. He's got great skill, and he can do that, and I'm sure he'd last the 15 minutes.
McLaren, meantime, knocks it forward. Mitchell heading it on. Spectacular full-length clearance by Dave Higgins. Swindon get the throw. In it goes to White. And that's a corner. I'm not certain, but I've got a funny feeling it could even be Swindon's first corner of the entire game, this, with only 12 minutes to go.
Well, it is, because I've always been worried if the opponents give away a corner, here they come. The two big boys are coming up, Taylor and Calderwood, and Taylor, as we know, is a superb header of the ball in the opposing box. He stands on the edge and he just goes bombing in, and he's got so much power in that neck of his.
And in it goes towards him. Calderwood flicked it on, and it came off the defender Vickers, and Tranmere have survived. Nice little touch then by Malkin. There's Hoddle. Oh, what a great ball for White, and credit to Eric Nixon for reading the danger so quickly.
Yeah, it was a great ball. It was over the top of the defence, and Steve White was running onto it, but Nixon had read it well and was in the perfect position to clear it. That's good experienced goalkeeping by Nixon.
It's only just harking back to that Swindon corner. I think both sides have only had one corner each, which is remarkable for such an open attacking game. Whoops, Moncair's mistake. Oh. And then Aldridge gives it straight back to him. Well, he didn't really get any meat behind the shot, and he's hurt himself in making it as well.
It looks as though his hamstring or something went there. I was surprised he shot, to be truthful. You know, he's had a good game. He's worked very hard and sprayed the ball about, John Moncair. But he just got there, and the Bowden and made a superb run inside, and I could see him laying a little ball inside, but now it looks as though it could be a hamstring, something gone here. Here he is. He just gets it on his left foot, his favourite foot, and he goes for the big one, and his ankle looked as though it gave out. Possibly it could be an ankle, could be cramp.
Seemed to just slip as he made the shot, and as a precaution at this stage, the experienced Mickey Hazard has been sent to warm up down the touchline. Need to warm up as well today. It's we had sunshine in the first half. It's pretty windy, cold and wet now.
And the way Kevin's treating it, it is as though it's cramp when he's just pushing the toe back. Good old experienced physio, Kev. Look at his hair.
Mickey Hazard not needed for the moment. Moncair okay to continue. 9 minutes to go. The referee restarts with a drop ball on the halfway line almost. Swindon lead 3-1 here. Ling has given it away to Morrissey. Coyne gets his first touch. Aldridge. Malkin. Brushed aside by Summerby. Brannan. Oh yes, that's lovely poise on the ball by the left back. And Tranmere have a throw in.
So I think if I was going to pick a man of the match for Tranmere, he's impressed me tremendously, Brannan. Him and Morrissey have really done the business on the day.
Coyne falling there, shall we say, with Calderwood, and the referee saw no wrong in the challenge. Goal kick. Coyne did. We have 8 minutes remaining here at the county ground, and Swindon lead 3-1.
I suppose we could say it's the most important 8 minutes of Swindon's life in football, because if they can hold this 3-1 lead, they'd go to Tranmere with, you know, really virtually winners. But at the same time, if they don't, if they let a goal in now, it'll be curtains, I feel.
Tranmere have had a really good second half here. Swindon have had to battle, and Hoddle gets it forward to Ling. Did well. Bodin. Forward to White. Ling takes over. Bodin still there in support. Gets round Nolan and gets a good-looking cross in. White takes it down. Some of his shot driven against the wall of players. And some of his still going strong. Well played. And then Ling was caught there late by Morrissey as he played the ball across the field. That was an unnecessary challenge by Johnny Morrissey.
Yeah, the referee will book him for that. He deserves to get booked for that, Johnny Morrissey. There was no need for it at all. Little Ling there been involved in the move, but it was a great cross from Paul Bodin. He did exceptionally well to get to the line and get his left foot cross in. Summerby smacks the ball and it just hits, I think it hits his own player up the backside. There it is, the tackle there. Yeah, he just catches him. And especially at this time of the match, you know, as we were saying, Ling was looking a little bit tired. He needs a little break, possibly a little breather. He'll be all right. He'll be back in amongst it.
Johnny Morrissey was cautioned, incidentally, while he was seeing a replay of his challenge. And we have a free kick to Swindon. Bodin swings it in. Nixon comes and fists it clear. Hoddle. In towards White. Headed clear, though. Calderwood. Hoddle can try again. Deflected off the defender, and Vickers wasn't sure what to do then, but still found Coyne with a good ball, and Coyne's done well. Very well. Break on here for Tranmere. Morrissey unmarked out on the right. 5 minutes to go. Swindon lead 3-1. Morrissey in possession for Tranmere Rovers. And wins a throw off Bodin.
That was good defending by Bodin. He got his body right. He was sideways on, showing him the line, because he had learnt from the goal not to show him inside. He showed him the line and said, if you can beat me down there, good luck to you.
Here's Nolan. It's a good-looking ball, and Digby just fingertipped it away as Aldridge came flying in behind him on the far post. Good sound game he's had, Fraser Digby.
He was struggling there, Alan. He just lost his footing as he's made his mind up to go for his first decision was, I'm going for this cross. He just slipped, but he gathered his feet again and got it away.
Corner to Tranmere. Morrissey takes it. Flicked on inadvertently by Mitchell, was it? Calderwood, and then Taylor got it away. Mitchell battling away with Malkin and has given away a free kick. That's not what Swindon needed. 4 minutes remaining. They've been on the cosh for long periods of this second half, and Brannan wins another header, but for the second time in this half, didn't make the most of it.
No, he was free, Brannan was. It was a good ball in, and he should have done better with his header. Should have at least got it on target. He had time to just pick his spot and say, right, get in, but he just flicked at it. Didn't look comfortable from heading a ball coming from that side.
Steve White with a little header on, and then turned back rather half-heartedly, and Mitchell did well then. Did really well to force it.
That ball back was from Vickers again. We can't wait for this 90 minutes to end.
Irons turning it on towards Aldridge. Calderwood gets it away. The pressure continues on the Swindon goal. Hoddle with the clearance. And that's offside anyway. Swindon felt they should have had a foul for Vickers' challenge on Mitchell. Well, John, Gorman on the bench there has had an anxious second half. And John Sillett alongside me has made his choice for man of the match. Tell us about him, John.
McLaren, he's come onto this game and he stamped his authority from the first minute. He was there winning tackles, making good passes. He's worked tremendously hard. He's the type of player that we all like in our sides, and for me, he's given 100% throughout, but also has got the ability to make the skill side of it count.
Only 2 minutes to go now, plus stoppage time. There'll be a couple of minutes, no more of that. Here goes Nolan. Whoops. Good show, Taylor. It's like a runaway tank there, the way he came in for that, but he got there.
He was going to put that ball to Rose Z and just lost his footing.
Morrissey. What a good game he's had, and what a good cross that was. Irons. Well, let no one have any doubts how good this Tranmere Rovers side are. They may have been in the bottom division of the league only 5 years ago and almost fell through the trapdoor out of it. But John King has built a great little side here, and Swindon will know they've still got a real battle on their hands in the second leg, despite what at the moment is a 2-goal lead. Tranmere have shown wonderful character in coming back from conceding 3 goals.
It's just surprising how Swindon have gone out of this game. I just can't understand why they haven't played it simply and short and kept the movement going. Such as that, what we've just seen.
Ling in possession. That's a free kick. A good early free kick too. Mitchell taking on Brannan. Well, he turned inside him, but Brannan has been sound as a pound today.
He's a bit unfortunate that he's not one man of the match, really, but I think you've got to give it to somebody on the winning side. I know that the game's not over yet, but Swindon definitely got the result, and therefore I felt that McLaren done as much as any to get the result for Swindon.
Certainly Tranmere's goal, and more importantly the way they played in the second half, will psychologically give them hope for the second leg on Wednesday night at Prenton Park. But remember, Swindon still have that lead. Can they add to it? Bodin knocks it in too deep.
Unfortunately there, he's just a yard too deep with his cross. But that's where Swindon have done well. They've pushed forward out wide. When they get the ball wide, they look comfortable, and the quality of cross has been a lot better than Tranmere's.
John Gorman wants to make a substitution here because Moncur has gone down again, feeling cramped, we presume.
Yeah, that's cramped.
And Mickey Hazard could be about to make his shortest appearance of the season. Just a bit of a hamstring injury, I gather, from the bench. And we've already had almost a minute of stoppage time, so no wonder he can smile, not feeling the pressure with that amount of time left.
Even I would last that long, Alan.
Taylor with a storming header to Mitchell. White was offside when he played it forward, though. Well, with the strong wind at their backs, Tranmere really made the most of their possession in the second half, but they still only have 1 goal to show for it. How significant will that fact be in deciding which of these teams goes to Wembley to meet Leicester or Portsmouth? Hazard has already made an impact. He won that ball and plays it forward to Mitchell. Good work by Vickers. Brannan, the crowd screaming, the Swindon fans anyway, for the final whistle. We're deep into stoppage time now. Could be Tranmere's last attack, this, and it could certainly be their last corner off Somerville. It won't even be time for that. It's all over. The referee has blown the final whistle. An own goal by Vickers, another by Mitchell, one by Maskell for Swindon, and then a goal by Morrissey for Tranmere have given us a final scoreline in this first leg semi-final of Swindon Town 3, Tranmere Rovers 1.